Good evening and welcome back to where I had to look this up. Minnesota 3, Boston 2 in their first PWHL games. I think the game was in Boston. I think. So everybody's now played one game. New York and Minnesota won in regulation. Montreal won in overtime. Ottawa lost in overtime. And Toronto and Boston lost in regulation. So they're using the same point system as the IIHF. 3 points for a win, 2 points for an overtime win, 1 point for an overtime loss, and nothing for a regulation loss. So, now, New Jersey 6, Washington 3 in the early game, and Toronto's in Anaheim right now, and they're in the second period. So it's gotta be nice to go to bed before 11 instead of before midnight, especially when one has to work the next morning. No, wait. Yeah, that's what I'm doing tomorrow, working. Such is life. Such is life of a mad sportsman. That's me. Now, I'm looking at my countdown to Paris. 205 days to go. When we get to the 8th, there will be 200 left. But we're not there yet. We're not. That's Monday, though. That's still a few days yet, so. Well, what else was I could add? So, turns out today would end up being. Last 3 days ended up being a 3-gourd day. I was watching the Red Green show. Gordon Pinsent was on. And the last 3 days I also ended up picking a tune by Gordon Lightfoot. And today I ended up picking a Tragically Hip tune. And they were, led by Gord Downey. So we're good. Now, will it be 4 days in a row tomorrow? Yes, I got another bag of M&Ms. That should get me to Saturday. I gotta find episode 192, which I found out was a Christmas special. Given the fact that Christmas is just ending and all I got was 2 trees to take down. Although we have not yet had Ukrainian Christmas. Or Ukrainian New Year, for that matter. But 2 trees will be taken down in this place. No, it should both be down by Friday. Yeah, because Friday is when the World Juniors end. That is for sure. For sure's on that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Tell me about it. If you've seen the Royal Canadian Air Farce on TV with Don Ferguson, Lou Bourgoy, Roger Abbott, and John Morgan, you know what I'm talking about. The skewer there in the donut shop. You know. It's too bad they're not doing the CBC decided to end the show. I mean, their New Year's Eve specials were great. Yeah, and they actually picked my choice for Target of the Year in 2015. That's right. The F-Bomb Target of the Year. It was the Canadian federal election. That went longer than it needed to. And I'm watching this thinking, okay, 2015 election, I'm just listening for the artillery that was going to get dropped on them, like shredded resumes, rotten banana, eggs. I'm like, wait, did they choose my suggestion? Sure enough, they picked my suggestion. Find the 2015 New Year's Eve Air Force special, and just instead of watching through it, just go right to the F-Bomb Target of the Year. It's I think it's about the last 7 or 8 minutes of the show. It's there. Once in a while, I'll go look there and reminisce on that and think, yeah, they picked my target, and I'm getting a DVD and a book. Which is funny because a couple, 3 years earlier, they nominated one of my other choices and didn't win. Ended up getting the same book, so I got that. And one of my coworkers who remembers that show vividly and remembers it being on radio. I'm like, I have 2 books from the Air Force. It's the same book. Would you like one of them? He was like, sure, no problem. Bagged it, brought it with him. Spotted Henry. There's your book. I gave it to him because I know he'll appreciate it. I only give things to people who will appreciate it. And that was it. I remember I've seen this clip of when the chicken cannon was first used. Don Ferguson and John Morgan, and it couldn't hide the try not to laugh. It's just like try not to laugh, but the audience laughing was pretty much kind of helped them out a little bit. Things flying out. That ended up being a big hit. And then they went with the F-Bomb. It's like a little messy, but that's expected. So you ended up watching 2015 is they aired it in different time zones. So they started in Newfoundland, then Atlantic, then Eastern, then Central, then Mountain, and I don't know how I had CBC Manitoba, but clicked it on there and was like, what? They chose my suggestion? Yeah. That was great. I liked that. Actually, I loved that. So yeah. So I think I've done flopping. I think I have done flopping. I get the feeling I could just talk forever. Eventually, I have to stop. So in this case, I'm going to stop. And okay, so in the meantime, and in between time, stay tuned for the next one.